Hello everyone, welcome. So today I'm going to do something a little bit different. It's rare for me to feel this way, but right now I'm having some pain in my lower back. I just traveled, and between carrying really heavy bag, I moved weird with it yesterday, and sitting in the airplane. Yeah, and waiting in the airport, my lower back and my sacral area is really hurting. So right across there, that's what we're working on today. And I just want to show you what I do at home because it's super simple and it can really create a lot of opening in that area and a lot of relief. So I'm just going to do it for myself and show you what I do. And, you know, if you're hurting there, try it because it works. Yeah, so forgive me while I scoot into position here because I'm definitely feeling it. You know, I normally can move very easily, but right now I'm feeling a lot of that pressure. So what we're doing, you can use a chair like I have here, or you can set it up, and you might not be able to see my face, but that's okay. You can set yourself up against a wall, anything. Sometimes just this is enough. Sometimes all you need to do is get a little angle. Sometimes you're going to want to come up a little higher. Oh, see, like just that alone changed the way that I can feel because I'm feeling that opening down there. You may want to scoot a little closer. So I am going to do that. Oh, there we go. And that's it. It's super simple. I'll show you a few things that you can add to this. In this position, the reason why this is working is because if you think about the sacrum and you think about how that's protecting that area of your lower back, and how the lower lumbar comes into that, you know, and the way that they hit right there together, what this does in this position is it softens your muscles, your psoas muscles that are a huge component in lifting your legs, and they're a huge component in stabilizing your back. So if you have a desk job, for example, and you've got to sit at a desk forever, or if you're a truck driver, or if you spent half of the day at the airport or in the plane, then as those muscles don't move, they start to shorten and tighten, and they need softening. And what we do often is we stretch. But what I'm asking you to do is not stretch. I'm asking you to do the opposite of stretching. What we're doing is deactivating the stress reflex and allowing those muscle spindles to relax and open. So by putting ourselves in this position where we've got the legs up, we're allowing gravity to just gently push a little bit in, and you can even add a little bit more if you want. And I'm just very gently pushing down on my knees, very gently into the hips. So you're following that line. And I'm going to come in and just very gently push. And as I do that, I'm paying attention to my body. And because this is about having a conversation with your body and allowing the body to lead the conversation. So as I gently push in like this, I can feel if I went straight back here and straight down on my lower back, I can feel it start to gently open, and it's asking for just a little bit more. So I'm going to push down, and we're using gravity in our favor, and it's asking for just a little more. So I'm just going to slide my legs down like that, and oh, it just really is setting this opening. So you're stretching a little bit gently the muscles in the back, but allowing your psoas muscles, which are your hip flexors, allowing those to soften entirely and giving yourself time, just like however long we've been at it, without just forcing things, allows your body to relax on its own. So now I can feel it moving down my tailbone and ready to open even more in that little scoop part in the middle of the back. And so to do that, then I'm going to release these muscles around the hips here. So in order to release those muscles and create relief, we're just going to very gently let our hips open. Oh, yeah, that feels really good. So this opening, now we've not only do we have the psoas muscles in a relaxed state, right? Our hip flexors are relaxed. We're also looking at, what? I'm forgetting the name of them. Abductors. We're going out with our hips, so we're abducting. Ad is in, like add to each other, and ab is out. So we're abductors, and we're going out, and we're letting those fall. Because what happens is the IT band comes from your knee all the way in and goes around your sacrum. So people often think stretch, 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 but this is the opposite of stretching, because the stretch reflex causes your muscles to contract. So what we're doing is asking, instead of stretching, we're allowing for a softening. So instead of your muscles contracting, they're releasing, they're letting go, because they're not needing to contract. They're not feeling that tightness. They're not feeling the stretch. So therefore, the mechanisms that create the contraction, they're able to let go. And so now, because this part of your muscle, the muscle around your leg and around your hips wraps around, then we're able to soften that. So now we're softening both of those. There's a small amount of stretching in here, but it's gentle. I only want you to do gentle stretching. And now I'm going to come back up. We're going to add that together. And another component, now I'm going to go a little up, and this is, oh, so good, because when you go up higher like this, what you're doing is really adding to gravity. You know, you can tell by the way that the body is, you know, the legs are. And then in this position, I often do this on a wall, but this is the best I can do to show you how to do it. But in this position, now I'm going to take my legs over, right? And we're going to come to the left a little bit. And don't go too far to stretch too much. You only want to go just a little bit. And what that does is it just softens all the area around your sacrum and gives enough relief, compression inward to really open up not only your muscles, but your tendons, and even a little bit the ligaments. But gently. Don't force anything. Just let it fall. Listen to your body. Stop where your body feels comfortable. Then I'm going to come and we're going to go the other direction. And that stops faster. So for me, my body likes this way more. When I come this way, it stops. It does not let me do the same amount of movement that way. And I know why. It's because my right hip is a little bit locked up. So in order to create a little more lean that direction and get this similar result, I'm just going to lower my legs just a little bit. And then I can lean more that way. Yep. Oh, a lot more. Oh, yeah. And all of that is gentle stretching. We do not want anything that's extravagant with the stretching. We want that to be super gentle. Yeah, and if we continue just gentle movement, so we only go, you don't go so far that you're like, ah, you just go a little bit, and they're like, oh. But you want that movement to be dynamic. And I'm doing all of this just to open up my lower back and give myself some relief to soften that so that I'm not feeling the pain that I was feeling earlier. And you can also, in these gentle movements, Do some contracting in if you want to add that piece. So like right now, if I contract my belly down, that's activating those abdominal muscles and pulling a little on the psoas as well. And any kind of dynamic stretching where it's super gentle is far more likely to be effective, more effective than some extreme stretching. Extreme stretching only works if you hold it for a very long time. Okay, well, hopefully that was helpful. Let me see now. I'll be able to see how I feel when I roll over. Oh my God, I couldn't even sit up like this before I did that. Yeah, so there we are, you know, super simple, super easy, and very effective. Yeah, so thank you. I hope this was helpful. I hope that if you're hurting, you try it out. Yay. Love you.